Let's talk some pro ball, man. Let's talk some divisional round from last week, man. We had some great games. And our first one I wanted to get into was this Bills-Broncos game. Right now, Bills are taking some heat, man. They fired McDivitt. Josh is taking
McDermott.
Damn it.
They
fired McDermott. They fired McDermott. And
this TV shit ain't easy.
Dude.
That's right.
Names the worst over here, the absolute worst.
It is hard.
And by the way, I have to give you flowers from the jump. You are the best at it right now, brother. My favorite to listen to, 92%ers. I don't give a shit if you think I'm biased. This man is the best calling the games right now, and I fucking love every single game that I get to listen to.
Thanks, buddy.
I love my guy Troy at ESPN. Troy and Joe Buck are phenomenal.
Yeah, they do great.
I'm not trying to throw shade anywhere, but I will say it's pretty routinely acknowledged from players that Greg offers some of the best insight of all time calling games.
And he makes it fun, man. It's high energy. It's good times, baby.
Well, it's high energy. It's good times, but there's really good insight that I think you could tell. I mean, everybody's brought this up. Like, you're the son of a coach. Like, the way you think about the game is very holistic. You're very caught up with the analytics. Like, I'm not telling you anything you know, but as a player, we all just enjoy how much you put into it, and it's apparent. And it's every time I get the chance to listen to Greg Olsen, I come away learning something as a professional player that played 13 years, which I think is just awesome.
Means a lot. I appreciate that, guys. I enjoy doing it. And coming from you guys, I know you're not biased. I know it's not. I get it.
Dude,
no, I appreciate it. It means a lot more coming from you guys than you know, so I appreciate that.
All right, now let's get into this Bills-Broncos game right now. The Bills are taking some heat. McDermott just got canned, and Josh Allen is getting some heat for not beating the Broncos. Thoughts on the game, Greg?
Yeah, just kind of an interesting divisional weekend, right? You had two overtime thrillers. You had one just absolute dog of the game that got away up in Seattle. And then one kind of a clunky game with the Texans, and, that game kind of got weird and whatnot. And New England played well enough, didn't necessarily play great, but, just a struggle. So it was kind of a weird weekend all around. Usually the divisional round is when it gets really fun. It kind of flipped this year. The wild card weekend was incredible. I mean, every game was down to the wire for the most part. But you brought up the Bills. I hate it for McDermott. So McDermott got hired there from Carolina. He was our coordinator. We had a lot of success with him. Brandon Beane, the general manager, he was the assistant general manager. He cut his teeth here in Carolina, and McDermott brought Brandon from us to Buffalo. So to see them kind of have to start from scratch, I love McDermott. They've been there for 9 years. A lot of those coaches are guys that I played for and worked with, so you guys know it sucks to see guys lose their job in any team, right?
Yeah,
no one roots for coaches to be fired. Players especially hate it. The one thing about the league is, change is inevitable. And, you have a guy like Josh Allen, and, here you are year after year, just getting right to the end, and they just can't get over the hump. And then I think, a lot of people saw this opportunity with you guys, Trav, ownership in the front office kind of decides to move forward there.
You got to bring in somebody with that similar toughness, man. Or I really just don't see it panning out, man. But you got to have that toughness as a coach, especially in that division with those teams.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well, if you want to be an offensive coordinator, we do have a position open in Philadelphia, Greg. We could really use your help with. We need some expertise in the building.
I love Sirianni. I actually texted him a little bit because I ran into his brother-in-law at the Miami game. So I was texting with him. We were just kind of shooting the shit a little bit. I love Sirianni, and I know he gets a lot of.
When Travis Kelce sat down for his latest interview, no one expected a Kansas City Chiefs star to drop a revelation that would set the internet alight and send Swifties and sports fans alike into a spiral of speculation and delight. Accustomed to fielding questions about touchdowns, rivalries, and the pressure of the playoffs, Travis was suddenly asked about his headline-making engagement to Taylor Swift. The energy in the room shifted. With a grin that seemed to stretch from ear to ear, Travis leaned forward and said, "You want to know how many kids I want to have with Taylor?" There was a pause, a hush, as if the world itself was waiting to hear the answer. He laughed, a deep, genuine sound, and then admitted, "I've always pictured a big family. 3, 4, maybe more. I want a house so full of laughter you can hear it from the street." The moment the words left his mouth, the internet went into overdrive. Within minutes, fan accounts and celebrity gossip sites were ablaze with theories. Some imagined a future where the Kelce Swift household was a lively blend of football practices and piano recitals, where game day snacks were served with a side of homespun lullabies. Others started polls on social media, debating whether their children would inherit Travis's athletic prowess or Taylor's lyrical genius, or maybe both in equal measure. What made Travis's revelation so captivating was not just a number. It was the image he conjured, a vision of a future that felt both impossibly grand and intimately real. He spoke about the kind of dad he hoped to be, the kind who shows up not just for the big moments, but for the small ones too. He painted a picture of backyard games that stretch into sunset, of voices raised and sing-alongs around a kitchen table, of a life built on tradition and spontaneity in equal measure. For Taylor, who has built a career out of telling stories that resonate in the deepest corners of the heart, the prospect of motherhood is a topic she's only ever hinted at in her songs. Friends say she lights up at the idea, envisioning a home filled with creativity and joy, a place where imagination is celebrated, and every milestone is marked with music. Those who know the couple best say Travis and Taylor have found common ground in their shared values, family, loyalty, and the importance of carving out a private world amid the public frenzy. Travis's own upbringing gave him a first-hand look at the magic and mayhem of a busy household. He often credits his parents for keeping him and his brother Jason grounded, for teaching them that kindness and hard work matter more than any trophy. He wants to pass those lessons on, to raise kids who know how to chase their passions, but also how to care for people around them. Taylor, for her part, has always been drawn to the idea of nurturing. Her closest friends have seen her tender side and know her as the one who remembers birthdays, who bakes cookies for no reason, who can calm a crying child with a single song. The idea of raising a family with Travis, of blending their worlds and traditions, fills her with excitement and a touch of nerves. After the interview, when Travis's words began ricocheting around the globe, the couple reportedly spent the evening laughing about the headlines. A Kelce starting lineup read one, complete with photoshopped images of Travis and Taylor wrangling a pack of kids on a football field. Another imagined a future Swift family band, performing halftime shows and topping the charts. The couple joked about it all, but beneath the laughter was something earnest, a sense that these daydreams could one day become reality. Of course, both know that life is never as simple as a viral headline or a perfect Instagram story. Travis has spoken honestly about the challenges of balancing fame, expectations, and personal happiness. He's watched other athletes struggle to keep their families intact amid the glare of the spotlight. Taylor, too, knows how quickly the world can turn, how privacy is often the price of success. They are determined to build something different, something fiercely protected and authentically theirs. That might mean stepping back from tours or taking a break from the gridiron, saying no to opportunities so they can say yes to family. Or it might mean blending the chaos, letting their kids see the world not as a stage, but as a playground, a canvas, a place where anything is possible. As the dust settles on Travis's candid admission, fans are left to imagine what comes next: a wedding, a house echoing with laughter, new songs and new traditions, a legacy that stretches beyond championships and chart toppers. Whatever the future holds, one thing is clear. Travis and Taylor are writing their own playbook, and the world can't wait to see what chapters they create next.